What's happening in North Atlanta? I am Stephanie and this is Sarah, and we are the Cole team with Compass. We have a lot of people moving.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the same questions on what do we need to do? We are a month out, we're 2 weeks out, we're the day before. So we put together a handy moving checklist for all of you, and we thought we'd walk you through it right now just to give you all some ideas. So first off, we'll start with one month out.
Yes, so when you're a month out before moving, you want to think about reserving your moving truck and your movers.
Definitely, we've got some great referrals for that too if anybody is interested. The next thing, of course, is boxes. They're really expensive, so I've seen a lot of people ask for boxes, maybe on Nextdoor, or if you've got a community website, that's a great place to start. Otherwise, of course, you got Home Depot and other places where you can get some boxes.
Yep. And then you want to notify your utility companies of the date for the final meter reading, which is usually going to be the date of closing or when you're exchanging possession with the new buyer.
The thing everybody loves is cleaning out the closets, cleaning out the basement and the attic space. Don't forget about that. You'd be surprised how many times we have clients that move into a house and they're like, the attic is full. So make sure you don't forget about that. Do it right away.
Yep, absolutely. You want to notify your cable company, your security company, any other services that you receive. Sometimes you have those guys on auto pay and you may even forget all the different services you have tied to your current house. So you want to go through and make sure you make all those phone calls to disconnect.
Definitely. And then also, it's a great time to purge. So go through anything you are going to want to get rid of, you don't want to bring to your next house, doesn't work for your next house, get rid of it. Why pay to move that to your next home? Go ahead and use this as an opportunity to kind of clean everything out.
Yep, absolutely. And then go ahead and start packing infrequently used items. If there's stuff that you're not using on a day-to-day basis, and you can go ahead and pack those up and put them away, that's going to be less you have to do on moving day.
Definitely. Okay, now we are 2 weeks away from the move. So here's what you need to be focusing on 2 weeks before the move.
Okay, well, you're going to want to submit a postal change of address. Definitely don't forget to do that.
If you have a lawnmower or power tools, you might want to think about emptying all the fuel from those.
Yes, absolutely. As you're packing up, you want to go ahead and assemble a folder for the new buyers coming in that's going to have important information about your home, maybe some manuals, warranties, contact information for the HOA, things like that that might be helpful once they move in so that they're not contacting you later trying to figure out all this stuff.
Sure, and by now you probably already had the inspection on your house, so if there's any repairs that came up that you've agreed to do per the contract, now is a great time to get them done. Make sure you save all of those receipts because the new buyer is gonna want those.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you're really organized, then start planning your meal so that you can use up the stuff that's in your pantry and in your refrigerator so that you don't have to worry about moving that stuff. You can just kind of use up what's left, and then when you get to the new house, then you can replenish all your groceries there. 1 to 5 days before you move, we're getting down to the wire. Now you want to do something like defrost your freezer and empty your ice maker.
Do it while you're home because I will tell you we've seen where that's gone wrong and then it's ended up on the floor. So just be careful with that one, but you definitely want to do it early on. Along with that, make sure you clean out those big appliances like your refrigerator, your microwave, your oven, those types of things.
Yeah, I'll add to that the drawers and things like that. Those are things people often forget about, and then it gets forgotten on the day of moving. So also just confirm all your traveling and your moving arrangements. There's a lot of details down to the last minute, and some of those dates and times may change, and so just make sure that you've confirmed and you've got everything set up.
Sure, and not really along with that, but kind of like that is just all of your outdoor furniture, things you might miss. Make sure you clean it, you pack it, you kind of get all of that organized too.
Yeah. Pack a suitcase for each family member too, with the things that you're just going to need for about 3 days. That way you'll have the essentials right there with you and you don't have to go through boxes just to be able to find something.
Oh, a little packing tip. Use extra t-shirts, towels, things you gotta pack anyway, but maybe you pack those or you put those around all of your breakables or plates or whatever to kind of use that as cushion.
Yep, definitely. And finally, arrange for help for your kids or your pets on moving day. There's going to be a lot of in and out and doors left open in your house, and so it usually is just easier and less stress on you if you can go ahead and make arrangements for kids and pets to be out of the house that day.
Definitely.
All right, on moving day, you want to double check that all cabinets, closets, even the dishwasher are empty. If you ran that last load of dishes the night before moving, make sure that you actually unloaded and got everything out of that dishwasher you're taking with you.
Take the time with those movers too to just walk them around, make sure they are very clear on what you want moved, where maybe you want certain items together or organized a certain way. So make sure everybody's clear on what's going to happen that day.
Yeah, and label those boxes of where you want them to go in the new
Yes.
home so that the movers put them in the right place, and then you don't have to go move these big heavy boxes to another room when you get there.
Definitely. And then there's the final cleaning. And a lot of people choose to do this on their own, but I will tell you, you're not going to want to go back in that house after you move out. It's probably worth, a couple $100 if you have it to get that house cleaned, just so you don't have to look back. But if you do look back and you are thinking you're going to take that on, remember it's broom swept condition per the Georgia contract. And Sarah, you want to say what that means? Because there's always some question about what broom swept means.
Basically, that means that you're gonna sweep up all debris. It's not scrubbing the floor type situation, but wiping down all countertops, wiping down the bathrooms, wiping out the drawers just to make sure you haven't left, a bunch of junk in there. Just a good basic clean to make sure, and especially all that your personal items are out. You don't want to leave trash for the buyer to have to dispose of when they get there.
Right. Sometimes sellers think they're doing a favor by leaving an old couch.
Right. They don't want it. If you don't want it, they don't want it.
Exactly. Get it out unless it's in the contract.
There's going to be a lot of places that you need to change your address. So we'll go through a few just to help jog your memory of different places that you need to notify of your new address. First of all, your driver's license is going to be updated with your new address.
Definitely. U.S. Postal Service, we mentioned that early on. Hopefully you've done that. If not, do it right away.
The IRS and Social Security, you're going to want to update your address there.
Yep, your voter registration's another good one. Also, obviously, your banks, your investments, any of those charge accounts, they're going to find you. But you might as well go ahead and get on top of it.
Yep, absolutely. Your insurance and your doctors, you want to make sure you've notified them of your change of address.
Yep, your friends and family, if you haven't done that big post on social media, it's a great way to do a nice handwritten notice to all of your friends and family about your new spot.
That's right. And then, of course, schools. If you're staying within the same school district, you still want to make sure you notify the school of your new change of address. If you've moved to a new school district, then of course you've got to go register and get the kids all set up at their new schools, and you'll need to provide proof of your residency there.
Yeah, so don't worry, you don't have to remember all of this. We've got it in a really nice, handy flyer for you, and we will have that attached to this video. So thanks as always. If you or someone you care about is thinking about a move, we hope you think about us. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.
Thanks.